And the only way to get people on the boat together rowing in the same direction is if they are open, honest, authentic, vulnerable, and believe in one another, but most importantly, believe in themselves.
Hey, I'm Mike Ungaro, and welcome to Fish Factor. I'm CEO, visionary, and business co-owner of the Kings of Fish TV series on Amazon Prime and the legendary San Pedro Fish Market. Under my leadership, we saw double-digit annual sales growth for over a decade and became the second most visited seaside attraction on the Western Seaboard, second only to SeaWorld. On this channel, you'll get an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to run a multi-generational business that's been operating since 1956, the highs, the struggles, and the unique challenges of working with family. You'll see firsthand what it takes to keep a seafood empire thriving while also producing our TV series Kings of Fish, which you can watch right here on YouTube and on Amazon Prime.
Hello, this is Mike Ungaro with Fish Factor. In today's episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we do in this family-owned and operated enterprise to keep it competitive, help us to grow, and also to be innovative, which is super important. But also, what my goal as a CEO visionary of the company is, how do we take something that my family's owned and operated for 60 some years and transform it from a family-owned and operated business to a professional family-owned and operated organization? And that's difficult. It's a culture shift. So how do you do that? Well, I have three things that I've incorporated in the business to help. First of all, we work on fundamental education. I learned that through a place called the AJI Advantage, AJI.com, and you can check it out. This is where you're learning fundamental principles, laws, mechanics. It's what works, what doesn't, and how to make sure that you have a fundamental strategy for success and growth. Thanks to that, I was able to produce double-digit annual sales growth for over 10 years. That means we went from $10 million to $30 million in sales and outperformed 99.99% of other restaurants in the country. Then we needed to figure out, we are maxed out to capacity. What does it maxed out to capacity looks like? It looks like there's a line 2 hours long, 200 yards long, waiting for people to get in. People were driving from 100 miles and more. As a matter of fact, we have this massive customer base in both Phoenix and Arizona that drive all the way to our location in LA on the harbor, 5-hour drive to have lunch with us and go back the same day. And what we started to realize is we need to open more locations. But how are we going to do that? We don't have the strategic, I wouldn't say strategic, we didn't have the tactical knowledge to do it because what we did was we invented our own practices, and they're not normal in the industry. We had something really innovative that worked, but we didn't know how to scale it, so we had to get help. So then we went to the entrepreneur operating system. Some of the friends I was studying with in the AJI network were also incorporating EOS. So where AJI is all fundamental, EOS is sort of how to organize your company. And the way I look at that is, organization is how the different components are arranged in a way to keep you competitive. Your people, your vision, your traction, your data, your systems. And EOS helps you put all these things together and keep everybody rowing in the same boat in the same direction, which in a family-owned and operated organization is extremely difficult because we all have our own ideas, we all have our own stories, we all live in those stories. But we had to figure out a way to get everybody from rowing in different directions in different boats to at least rowing in the same direction and hopefully get in the same boat. And EOS helped us do that. So that has been a huge game changer. They work with thousands and thousands and thousands of businesses producing results that are unheard of. And that has been phenomenal for us. The next thing we did is I started to realize, in order for people to be working together in the same boat, like I can get them all rowing in the same direction, but getting in the same boat's a different story, and that takes a cultural shift. So then my friend Ron Macklin had invented a system called the Macklin Connection. And I also knew Ron from the AJI Advantage. And Ron, what he did was he created this 7-step program around how to help people believe in themselves, how to work with people to not to point out, but to be an offer of help. Like, what's your stand? What will you do? What won't you do? What might you do? Help people develop that. Help people believe in themselves, believe in one another, and kind of get out of their own way and get out of the stories in their head that keep them from moving forward, from improving themselves. And the only way to get people on the boat together rowing in the same direction is if they are open, honest, authentic, vulnerable, and believe in one another, but most importantly, believe in themselves. So between the AJI Advantage, EOS, and Macklin, we were able to produce an entirely new culture inside of the business that allows us to grow and do amazing things. And amazing things are what we're going to talk about in the next episode of Fish Factor. So stay tuned for more.
Thanks for listening to The Fish Factor. I'm Mike Ungaro. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and you can also check out all the episodes of Kings of Fish right here. You can learn more about our restaurants by going to our website, sanpedrofish.com, or you can follow us on our social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, etc., at San Pedro Fish, or the TV show at Kings of Fish.